The man slashed at the water surface with his knife a few times, and they managed to hook a 300-pound shark. All three men froze, stunned. Without time to think, they threw their full weight onto the massive shark, desperately trying to hold it down. Jack then stabbed it over 10 times until the shark finally stopped thrashing. There was no time to celebrate their unexpected catch. They immediately sliced open the shark's belly, desperate to ease their gnawing hunger. But as soon as they cut a large opening, dozens of partially digested small fish spilled out from the shark's stomach. The bloody sight was nauseating, but they were too starved to care about anything else. They grabbed the fish meat and shoved it straight into their mouths. After filling their stomachs, the three men stuffed the remaining fish meat into their socks, preparing for the days ahead at sea. They used their clothes to soak up water and clean the blood from the raft. But just as they finished cleaning up, something disturbed the ocean surface, making them freeze with wide eyes. Not knowing what to do, the previously calm sea was suddenly swarming with sharks, drawn by the scent of blood from every direction. In moments, the raft was completely surrounded. The three men stayed alert, gripping their weapons and nervously watching all sides, ready for a life-or-death battle with the sharks. Surprisingly, from afternoon until nightfall, the sharks never attacked. Seeing no movement on the dark ocean surface, Jack figured the danger had passed. He leaned over the edge of the raft to splash some water on his face and clear his head. But the instant his hand touched the water, a shark lunged up and bit down hard on Jack's right hand. Luckily, he pulled back fast, and with the man and captain quickly helping to bandage the wound, it was just a scrape, nothing serious. But after dressing the wound, worry set in again. As long as the smell of blood lingered, the sharks would keep stalking them. They had no idea what to do. Just when everyone felt helpless, the man suddenly noticed rain starting to fall. The downpour quickly intensified, not only diluting the blood scent but also providing them with precious drinking water. By the next morning, the blood smell had completely dissipated, and the sharks had left the area. The ocean was finally peaceful again. With their bellies full and thirst quenched, the three men knew they couldn't just drift at sea forever. So the captain pulled out a pencil from his pocket and started sketching a navigation chart on his life jacket. Using his nautical knowledge, he figured out their current position. But he wasn't done yet. The captain had Jack untie the rope from the raft side, then tied it to the life jacket and threw it all into the water, creating an underwater sail to propel the raft forward. He wanted to use the current and wind to carry them to land. But a week passed, and the three men were still drifting on the endless ocean. They hadn't even spotted the outline of an island. Worse yet, their stored fish meat was gone. All they could do was hope to find land before starving to death. Hunger had drained them of all strength. They hung their heads, not knowing how they'd make it through the day. Even Jack, who'd been so full of energy before, was now delirious with hunger. Suddenly, he grabbed the man's gun. The man looked confused and was about to ask what he was doing when he saw Jack slowly raise his left hand, pointing the gun directly at the captain.